Hello and welcome to Yolanda's Cakes. In this video, we will make a wafer paper rose and we will decorate a two-tier cake with zigzag fondant panels. So let's get started. We will use wafer paper, fondant, circle cutters or cookie cutters, thin brushes, edible glue, a blade, and a craft jewel. Being careful, cut all the petals. The rose will consist of 4 rows of petals. The first row of 8 petals, the second row of 7 petals, the third row will consist of 5 petals, and the last row of 3. Make a slit through the petals from the edge to the center. Then, using edible glue, cup the petals and close. Do not use water as water will disintegrate the paper. The petals of the first row will be almost flat. Increase the tightness of the petals as you increase the rows so that the last set of petals will be almost completely closed. Now that we have all of our petals ready, let's assemble the rose. Roll out a piece of fondant or gum paste. Cut a circle with the same circle cutter that you used to cut the petals. Now, using edible glue, glue the first 8 petals on the outer edge of the fondant circle, overlapping each petal until all 8 petals are secured. Do the same with the second row, only this time you will place 7 petals. The third row will be done the same way as before, using only 5 petals. And lastly, glue 3 petals for the 4th row. To decorate the center, take a small piece of fondant and secure it using edible glue. Then, glue the jewel on top of the fondant, and you are done. You have just created a wafer paper rose. Here is the two-tier cake that I will be decorating. The bottom tier will have the zigzag panels. as the top tier is colored in lavender with the yellow ribbon at the base. The top tier is a round 6x6 cake and the bottom tier is a round 5x10 cake. To make each panel, I will be using a quilting ruler, decorating brushes, edible glue, a small spatula, fondant, cornstarch, a small rolling pin, or a pasta machine. I will be using my pasta machine so that all the ribbons will be of the same thickness. One panel will consist of one base ribbon measuring 1 inch wide by 5 inch long, which is the same height of my bottom tier, and a zigzag ribbon which will measure 1 inch wide and 3 times the length of the base ribbon, or 15 inches long. I pass my fondant through the pasta machine and cut my 2 ribbons of the desired width and length. Place the smallest ribbon on the ruler and brush with edible glue. Begin each panel in the same direction, from either right to left or left to right, turning every half inch to the opposite side. In this way, all panels will look uniform. Remove excess, and with 2 decorating brushes, puff up the zigzag so they don't look too flat. With a small ruler, try to keep the fondant tight, as fondant tends to stretch out when lifted. Remove panel from ruler, place on a flat surface and let air dry for 15 to 20 minutes. Do all the panels in the same fashion. After 15 to 20 minutes have passed, now it's time to secure the panels onto the cake. And here are all of my panels. Now I'm ready to glue them onto the cake. Using piping gel as a medium, brush the surface of the cake with a generous amount of piping gel. Place the first panel on the cake. You may use a small ruler as a guide. Then continue to add the rest of the panels close to each other. Continue until the entire cake surface has been covered. Use a small decorating brush to help you place each panel close to the next. Try not to touch the zigzag too much lest they become flat. Remove any excess with a blade. Now it's time to place our roses on the cakes. With edible glue, glue some fondant or gum paste to the back of the rose to help it stand on the cake. Glue rose to the cake wherever you think it looks best. Well, this has been all for today. Here is the finished product. Thanks for visiting. I hope that you've learned something new today. Please share, like, and subscribe. I will see you back here again soon with a new tutorial, reminding you to live at peace with all. Until the next time, God bless you.